Hello, fellow educators. Welcome to Learn with me, Mrs. Sullivan. Today I want to share with you how to make an interactive worksheet for students using only Google Slides. Here we go. I'm going to cover how to use a screenshot to create a fixed background, which is going to be important when you have movable pieces. And I'm going to show you how to make a transparent fill color to create movable highlighters. And these two things lend themselves to a lot of different types of activities. So here we go. I've used the selected screenshot to import a hundreds chart. You can find a lot of hundreds charts all over the internet. I selected this and I've placed it on my background. Right now it is still mobile. I will be turning it fixed later, but first I want to think of what questions I want to ask. I'm going to be inserting those now. So I've used text boxes to insert my questions and things. They are not fixed yet. This is not a fixed background yet. The way I'm going to fix my background is the easiest way I've found to do so. I am simply going to take a screenshot and include my entire slide in the screenshot. So on my Mac, I'm using Shift Command 4, and I get this little cross, kind of the site. I'm going to put that in the corner, drag it to the other corner, boop, and it will deposit this on my desktop. Now I have a background that I'm going to use. So I open up another slide. It is important, I want to get rid of these other things anytime I'm working on a slide because otherwise they slip and slide around and it can be very annoying. So now to set my background, I click Change Background here and choose an image. And I simply drag in my screenshot of my entire slide and I can place it as a background and it will no longer wiggle and jiggle or move for the students. And now this background, you can see when I'm clicking around in here, nothing can be moved around. So it's set for my next step. My next step is I want to use some colors. So I'm going to come up here to the shape tool and I'm going to get a square shape. I'm going to use the size of one of these squares because I want it to cover that. So you can see it's covered it right now. I don't want it to be covering where I can't see it. So I'm going to use this fill color and I'm going to change my fill color by clicking on custom, the little plus sign down below. Then I'm going to use this slider tool. Pretty much halfway works great. Click OK, and now I have a see-through marker. Okay, and I can use these see-through markers to cover things up. I find it best to do the copy and paste method and do a couple different ones, but the great thing about this is because I want to make it easy for me to correct. So I am, after I copy and paste these on here, they're all the correct size. That's why I like to copy and paste, then I don't have to redo it each time. I'm going to make each one a different color. So I'm going to select again that part, come up to my color choices, select a new color, and make it transparent. Then I'm going to have all kinds of things to be able to slide in and out on the chart. And you can see there's nothing else that's going to wiggle or jiggle around for my students. I do suggest making the colors different for each one. Do beware, remember to go into custom and make sure you make them transparent. One of the great things about this is if this was a word search, for example, which is a great technique to use for this, I can make my highlighters different colors. So I might have certain words, certain colors, or certain groups of words, particularly if I'm doing something like find all the long vowels for A. If they're spelled with an AI, it's going to be a certain color. If they're spelled with an AI, I could use a different transparency color. And then this is also going to really help me see and differentiate what is happening on the student's worksheet. So I hope this helped you to learn how to use a screenshot to make a fixed background and a transparent fill color to create movable highlights. Now, yes, I'm not putting these on the correct answer, but you could see how you could have a pattern or something in here for you to help you out. So I hope that helps you with a lot of different ideas about how to make interactive worksheets. I salute all my fellow educators out there who are working tirelessly to promote learning through distance instruction. I hope using some of these techniques are going to help you to be more creative. I also suggest using transparent markers on text where they can identify things if they're doing close reading, for example, to identify parts of the text, and they can use a highlighter for that. Once you start to think in terms of being able to overlay a transparency onto something that is a fixed background, you come up with endless possibilities. Thanks so much for watching Learn With Me, Mrs. Sullivan. Keep on teaching, learning, and growing. It's a great reminder for what our students experience as we have to experience and process so much new information, but I know we're all learning a lot. All right, fellow educators, keep on, keeping on.